Hey, if you have a bike or two maybe collecting dust in the garage, there's an easy way to get it off your hands this weekend, and it's all for a great cause.
So, Terry Isu is the founder of Free Bikes for Kids Minnesota. He's here now to tell you more about it. Terry, thanks for joining us.
Hey,
good to see you
again. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me on.
So, it was about a year ago, I think, when you were on here the first time. So.
I think I've been on a bunch of times because this is our 15th year here in Minnesota of doing this. But yeah, I think I did
specifically to this
the
show,
Guinness World Record we talked about last time I was on.
That's right.
Yeah.
So your guys' organization has been around for 15 years. You're not only in the Twin Cities, but you are really all over the country at this point.
18 cities around the U.S. We've given away 130,000 bikes around the country. But right here in Minneapolis, we've given away 60,000 bikes.
Oh my gosh. And people can drop off bikes this weekend. Tell us what's going on.
So this Saturday, between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m., you can drop off any of your gently used bikes, from tricycles on up to full adult-sized bikes, at 27 different Allina Health locations. So hospitals, clinics, the locations, I know they'll be on a link on your site, they'll be on our site, on Allina's site. We set the Guinness World Record a few years back. I don't know if we want to break it.
Yeah, right. I'm sure you have plenty of work.
But we want to get a ton of bikes on that day. So go out to your garage, and I heard you say that you have some.
I did. I just pulled two out of the garage the other day.
All right. Well, Saturday, between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m., drop off that bike. We will refurbish the bike. Allina Health has been our sponsor for over a decade now. Fantastic sponsor. They're renting like 55 trucks, and they're going to be shuttling those bikes from all of their locations to our warehouse, and it's going to be fun. When
you say gently used bike, like if it has a flat tire, if it's missing a chain, are these bikes that can still be donated?
Yes. What we're not looking for is a bike that's completely rusted. That's a Minnesota bike that's been outside for a decade.
Yep.
It won't roll.
Okay.
If it rolls, we'll take it.
Okay, good to know.
So you brought, I got to do this. All right. So in order to get a bike looking, this bike is cool. In order to get a bike looking like this, you've got to have people who are working on them. And I assume the need is there to get people to work on them as well.
The need is huge. So we're going to need 3,000 to 4,000 volunteers over the next 2 months, because all of these bikes will be given away in December for kids for Christmas. But we need people of all skill levels. If you can clean a bike, we need you, because all the bikes have to be shined up and look as good as they can. We need people with mechanical skills, to help us get them. But yeah, if it's a flat tire, we can change the tire. We can put a new inner tube in. We can put a new chain on. We'll lube it up. We'll do all the stuff. And then we have a professional mechanic who checks it over and then puts our decal on it, says, this bike is safe and functional for a kid.
That's so cool. And helmets go to the kids too, right?
Every child gets a brand new helmet. And again, Allina buys all of these helmets for us, so we're grateful.
Terry, how did you get into this? What's your connection with bikes?
I'm a bikeaholic. I actually rode my bicycle to the West Coast and back when I was 16 years old. But my career was in the music business, writing and producing, doing music for TV commercials, McDonald's, Pepsi, Harleys, Hondas. But as I got into my golden years, I just thought, I see all these bikes sitting in garages of people collecting dust, and they've been outgrown by their kids, and my kids had outgrown their bikes. And I thought, we shouldn't just let them sit there. We shouldn't send them to landfills. We should refurbish them, and because there are millions of kids who don't have a bike and they're not going to get one. And you guys probably remember your first bike, right?
For sure.
It's a big deal. It's the biggest thing between a teddy bear and a car is your bicycle.
It really gives you the freedom, a little bit of freedom,
And responsibility. It's your first ticket to go explore the world.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Do you feel like with COVID, I feel like so many more people were out biking too, which made me wonder, now that we're starting to kind of return to normal, I wonder what the donation will be like this weekend. I wonder if you'll see more people that bought the bike, tried the bike, wasn't really for them, kind of a deal?
I wonder too.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
If you tried your bike and you didn't like it, I know what you can do with them.
It's funny because the two that I got rid of, and of course my wife and I fight over this all the time. Like, she's like, we'll use that someday. And I'm like, no, we won't. Let's get rid of it. And I looked at the bikes, and there's 4 of them there. And I don't think anyone's been on either of them since COVID, when we went out to the state fairgrounds and rode the bikes around or whatever. So, you know, make the decision to get, because stuff's going to a good home.
Yeah, and you know, one other thing about volunteering. There's nobody in the world who believes that giving a bike to an under-resourced kid is a bad idea. So what we're trying to do with Free Bikes for Kids is bring people together from all sides of all aisles. It doesn't matter if you're Republican, Democrat, black, white, Christian, Muslim. We want you to all come together and do something good. You know, and I don't think there are that many opportunities like this where everybody thinks it's a good idea. So let's all come together, do something good, and you feel so good. I mean, you guys got to come to our giveaway and see the faces on these kids getting a bike.
I know. How nice. Well, Terry, thanks for stopping by today. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you. It's going to be fun.
As mentioned, we're going to put a link with all information of those drop-off locations. We'll put that at minnesotalive.com.